and now we make it back to our tower of puzzles. I kind of wish they had more of this, the puzzle rooms like this, throughout more of the chapters instead of just this one. But at least it was implemented very well.
Do you think any of his partners find it weird that Mario... I mean, they're there when he gets cursed, but do you think they ever find it weird? It's like, hey, you fall into a boat, now I'm jumping in you. Also, you can carry my weight, apparently. Oh, crap, I forgot how complicated this entire tower was.
Yeah, it takes me a good part of...
And lo and behold, one of the
minutes.
few places that... one of the few times that Yoshi actually says Mario.
Yes. There's like, if you go to the, I know a wiki is not a really good place for information, but it does have every instance where he says Mario instead of Gonzalez.
The one, like, well, things like the Mario wiki, like the big wikis like that, and generally like ones that aren't Wikipedia that are actual fan community driven. Those are generally pretty accurate and pretty reliable.
Yeah, they did have screenshots of where he said Mario instead of Gonzalez, and then we kind of pointed out several areas like just now, and then there was another part that we pointed out in one of the videos. First easy treasure chest to come across.
Yeah, that's pretty easy. Was done in Zelda.
Yep. Sure, it was done in probably every Nintendo game.
I don't think it was in Luigi's Mansion anyway.
No, but watch him put it in the second one.
I mean, this is basically, hey, remember how you've got all those partners and they've got their special abilities? Hey, let's do that again.
And I read the sign even though I already got the key.
Well, always worth a look.
You know, I should really be having the mouse, because if there's any other extra hidden secrets, not that it really matters or I need any extra items.
Well, you never know if you might want to, if you get enough star pieces that you decide you just have to go back to the very top of outside the palace and go back to that dude.
This one was the interesting one that I liked, where you fought the enemies from weakest to strongest.
I remember this. I liked it as well.
Definitely like a very quick version of Pit of 100 Trials.
I just realized what I just did. I gave you shit in Metal Gear Solid for answering your phone. Still, that was actually an important call.
It didn't bother me that much.
Yeah, I was only gone for maybe like a minute, or even less than that. You were gone for like 15 minutes while I had to deal with a boss that was just kept on killing me over and over.
Ironically, I was also fighting a boss, but it wasn't killing me.
Yeah, and also that you didn't even fight it more than once.
I don't know. I'm pretty good at video editing. No, it was just once. You know, I do get decent star points from this dry bones. I could have grinded several times, but I decided not to.
I was going to point that out, except I realized, wait, you already grinded through a certain portion of this game that's made it really, really fucking boring for you.
I'm going ahead and spoil it. I don't get to level 30 before the final boss.
Boo! Boo!
But I'm definitely going to do it before I go to the Pit of 100 Trials.
Boo! I like that you have to do that and then it gives you a button that you can then hit, as opposed to just give you the treasure chest, like as if it was a Zelda game.
It does that for several of the rooms. You have to hit a button and then get a treasure chest. I was kind of disappointed that it didn't make a Zelda tune. Do-do-do-do-do-do.
Ah, there's the dog.
Rough, rough. Destroy your own path. I like how the clues are somewhat clear and somewhat obscure.
But again, it's basically you just think, oh wait, what partner haven't I used yet? I mean, the only one you don't really need to use for it is Coops, I suppose, unless there's one that doesn't need you to. I mean, it seems like that's what it's doing. It kind of almost does that, but then it just cops out and only has you use like, oh, just use Flurry, just use Bobbery.
I don't think you use Yoshi for anything.
Yeah, you don't use Yoshi, you don't use Coops, you don't use Vivian or anything. Like, you don't use any of the. But it seems like that's what they kind of wanted it to be.
I just used Vivian, so that goes out the door.
Did you? For what?
You have to hide, and then the switch just appears.
Okay.
Just happens, man.
Dude, do you realize I'm getting like maybe 3 frames a second?
Oh. I thought maybe you weren't watching it. I think one more key and then that's it. No, I got 2 more. 2 more keys and that's it. That dog likes to bark.
He sure does. I don't like it when he barks.
You know, most dogs do that at night when you're trying to sleep.
We put the dog in the laundry room. Which one haven't you gotten? Oh right, the one that you went to and immediately ignored.
Yeah, because you had to do all the other ones first and then come back. I like how it goes before, complete all 7. Closer or whatever it is, I forget what it is. Epic jump over the treasure chest. Now we have all keys.
I'm trying to think if there was any point in a Zelda game where you end up with like maybe more than 2 keys in a dungeon. And I don't think you do.
Yeah.
It like has a counter, but it might as well.
If it probably would break the game.
It might as well have just said like, "Hey, you're holding a key in your hand." It might have been obtuse, but it could have just done that so that you can only hold 1 key at a time. Because it's kind of dumb to have like, here's a counter, but it's always going to be either 1 or 0, maybe 2 if you're really, really lucky. Oh, and now you've destroyed the world. No.
Close enough.
With our powers combined.
The wall, or the floor is falling out. An immediate change in art design.
And so does the real, whatever it's called, Palace of Shadow begin. It's kind of boring, actually, when you think about it. The whole palace is really kind of just go down, go down, go down, and it's really just the same sort of layout of go down these steps, fight some bombshell bill blasters, then just go down, go down, go down. It's like
I wonder at some point
it got really repetitive.
You have to get at the center of the earth.
It just got kind of repetitive.
I think that's why it seems so long. Hey, we have the 3.5 Stooges.
2.5.
Or actually two and Professor, who's not really Professor.
I would have liked if it had just gone like, you haven't seen them in so long, it's just like, hey, you guys. Shadow Sirens! No, I knew what it was. Yeah, shut up.
Yeah, the three, no, just the two sisters. Or the Shadow Sirens.
Sisters of Darkness. Yeah, Sisters of Darkness. I hate you guys.
Why do you have the Professor? How did he get down here so quick? Seriously.
It was Dupless! Oh my god! I really couldn't have seen that coming, guys.
Oh, my name is Dupless.
I'm so amazed. M. Night Shyamalan Lama Lama,
Yeah.
eat your heart out.
What a twist! You know, I kind of gave it away whenever you said Palace of Shadows, and that's the first time you've uttered those words in the entire game.
Yeah, I noticed you didn't point that out, but I'm like, for one thing, you said Palace of Shadows. Also, you said at long last.
At long last. Shut up, freak.
Shut up, or I'm gonna have to choke a bitch.
And Yoshi still has his fighting
You want a
spirit.
piece of this, bitch? Bring it the fuck on. I will wreck your shit.
I will shank you right now. Right now, I will cut you.
Come on, let's go. Let's go. Oh crap, other people have come back. I hope it doesn't come through on the recording. That kind of lovelies. I can't believe she... It's kind of odd that she still insulted Vivian, but at least now acknowledges that she doesn't. She would have called Vivian lovely. In comparison. At least. Oh, and hey, look at this. They're now suddenly so much more powerful. Which makes no sense.
Continuity.
Like, at least in the first Paper Mario, when you had that dude that kept on coming back and saying, like, as your rival, like, it seemed like he was, like, while you were off saving the world, he was fucking training his ass off. Did you really just try and use the Dizzy Dial?
Yes. Don't question it. I kind of wish that all the Yoshis in the Stampede were also red.
Too much... That would have taken too much, too much programming. And by that I mean it probably would have taken maybe an extra 10 lines. At best.
Probably.
I'm just thinking about what it would have entailed. It's really nothing.
I like how they use the same music for the encounters with the Shadow Sirens throughout the whole game. I know you can't hear it, which is a shame.
A-hole. Hey, you got the timing on all 4 of those. Awesome.
It's the power of Roxio. I know I complain about Roxio a lot, but I'm finally glad that I can actually see the game on my TV without any lag problems.
Dude, he didn't copy you at all.
No, he didn't. I kind of half-assed it.
You see this fabulous purple I got going? You ain't got nothing on that.
That's why his stance is different because he's eyeing Waluigi with envy.
Oh man!
Why can't I be purple like everybody else?
I tried, and I was purple, and I'm not. It sucks, man.
If only you didn't know my name, didn't know my real name, I could copy your purple and black overalls and.
I mean, it'd be great if you could do that. It'd be great if you could do that. Just like you have a move specific to this battle. Yell out his name. Dupless! Wah! Dupless ran away.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Supernova. Spamming the hell out of it again.
Because why not? Although Art Attack is really much more useful in this.
To each their own. I like how it does all this scribble over all the enemies, and then it does this one final straight line.
Way over there.
It was 2/3 effective. Oh, we lost PK Fire.
Yeah, from one just she clapped over his head. Oh. Just a second, I'll be back in 1 second.
Okie doke. Mousy bitch slapped her. It's all over. They're done. Again. Got a very lot of star points out of that. I like how they had that moment. At this rate, she will never. Kind of foreshadowing for what is to come.
What'd I miss? Kill the fat bitch?
Yep. We missed this somewhat plot where they mention she will never. Oof. And that was about it.
I like how you charged straight down there and then, whoop, nope, there's a dude, run away.
Well, I was going to try to get that box first, and then I was like, screw it. Not like I needed anything in there, but still, it's a box.
Yeah, it's like rupees.
Anything could be in a box.
It doesn't. Yeah, it could even be a boat.
We've always wanted a boat.
Well, why don't we just get there? We'll take the box.
Can't believe that stampede didn't work.
Again, I've said this before, but I really hate that because Yoshi's like one of my favorite characters of the whole Wario universe, just the Yoshi. And you get a Yoshi, and he's like a fighter, but the only real genuine use he has in combat is against those iron defense dudes. And then beyond that, he's not good at doing heavy attacks. He just does lots of light attacks.
If only he had just, other than the gulp. Well, I guess mini eggs are kind of useful.
Oh yeah, so that.
But his main attack is definitely the gulp attack. Fuck you and your copies.
Did you figure out in the final boss battle that you were supposed to use Vivian? It's like the only real way to win.
I don't know. We haven't gotten there yet.
Oh, for God's sake.
Yes. That was my tactic the very first time I played this game. What's in the box? Now that we can get it, it's Lightning Bolt. Hooray. Thunder Rage.
I realized that I had to join you for this last bit because you were evidently getting really tired of doing this, which is good because you were right near the end.
Yeah. This is why I don't want to do another RPG, because it goes uncomfortably long.
Dude, even the game that I'm doing that's not an RPG now is going uncomfortably long.
That one just has way too much dialogue.
Well, it has way too much dialogue that I can't do anything while it's happening.
You can't even do funny voiceovers for it.
Yeah, that's why I've been loving that's why I was loving all this Nintendo stuff.
This is why Nintendo doesn't need voice acting. Unless it's done really well.
I disagree. I mean,
No,
it's fun. It's fun, but they do need voice acting. At least, like in the next Zelda, they really got to get some voice acting in there because they've been putting voice acting, even minor bits of voice acting in the Mario games.
I say everybody but Mario needs voice acting, much like Super Mario Sunshine.
Yeah, in the same way, everyone but Link needs to be voice acted. I mean,
Agreed.
At least if you don't want to have Link be voice acted still, then that's what you do. But you can't. They cannot do another one that's got him just being. That's got everyone not making just going like.
They should have an option. Do you want Link to have a voice? Yes, no. For the next Zelda game. That would be weird, though. You know, speaking of voice acting, of course, the Kid Icarus had voice acting.
That surprised me, to be honest.
And it works really well. I mean, of course, the only other Kid Icarus game is back 25 years ago, which the game happily reminds you of several times.
Yes, I've noticed that.
It's kind of funny. You know, in most games, if you have this big monster, it's been asleep for either 100 years or 1,000 years. Nope, it's 25 years. It feels good to be back after 25 years. That's just.
I'm all like that. I'm all like that. The fact that because I've seen footage of that first mission, at least up to that point, and I like the fact that they just show a graphic from the original game of her final boss form. It's like that was Medusa.
And it's just a giant
She's
eye.
back now.
It's really funny whenever you get the. I guess I wouldn't call it a spoiler because they had a whole freaking trailer about it. The 3 legendary items or whatever. When you finally get them, Lady Palutena says, "It looks a lot less pixelated than the last time I saw it." And I'm like, "Oh my god!" So many fourth wall breaking moments.
Well, it's the fact that she's sort of it's the way how she's talking to Pit in just a conversation as you're flying. So they're having a normal conversation like they're both in the same room together while he's flying around dodging all this shit. And then she's also telling her, this is how you should do this. Use the stylus to move around the screen. And press the L button to fire. It's So are you talking to him now, or are you still talking to him, or are you talking to us now?
Pitt would always say if you say something about how to play the game, he'll say, "Oh, I'll just look in the how to play section later," or something like that. This is Metal Gear shit. What if did Hideo Kojima play or take a part in this game too?
Oh no, there's a change up there, so you got to do 3 ground pounds on the stump, and then it'll go and get the star for you.
That's wishful thinking, but we already got all the stars, so.
Damn.
Maybe he'll beat the final boss for me. That's really wishful thinking.
One of the weirdest things about the enemies is I can never tell. I'm always never sure about which ones are going to attack me when I get close. Like the chain jump, you'd imagine that it would attack you when you're close, trying to do an attack like the ones with spikes on the sides will jut out at you. But no, all the ones with flames will burn you. But no, it just stands there and waits for you to attack, which so I was always confused and never really comfortable with that.
What sorcery is this? I like how in Mario's Dizzy Confusion he swapped out to the worst possible character. Take that, you green ass flame.
Oh shit, he just called you green, man.
Damn you, Koops. Why are you on your back?
Mario hurt Koops in its confusion.
Not very effective. I don't need that.
1, 3, 4, 6.
Here, watch me juggle this item up the stairs. Oh, never mind. Only did it once. You know, I wonder, do the wheels in the background and the cogs represent, like, are they doing anything? Are they holding up the Palace of Shadows, or what's the deal with them?
They do stuff.
It's just odd.
I don't know, I really don't. You know, you could just go 2 steps up and put Koops, hit it with Koops.
That's too easy. Time to use a lesser item.
That delicious...
Koops ate a tail.
Delicious tail.
Horsetail, no doubt.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd sort of respond with, I'd give a witty response about the cogs and stuff, but again, it's taken a lot of effort just to concentrate on the game.
It's a good thing I'm not playing this live. It's already been, well, about 3 minutes shy of an hour, but I'm sure if we did this live, we'd be right at 2 hours right now.
Well, thankfully, this is not a dialogue-heavy dungeon.
No, I think it does get later on, though.
What are you, close to halfway through?
Yep. Well, no, actually a little bit further than that, because the majority of the second part is the credits.
Well, great. I'll have to leave for that.
We'll finish.
Because I guess
I was gonna say we'll finish up before that.
Well, yeah, the phone call I've got stuff to do now that I probably should be doing now, but whatever. It's another live stream.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh shit, now I gotta take something else out of my inventory.
Koops, guess what you're eating now?
Coconut turtle leaf. Turtle leaf it is. And it actually wasn't for heart points, it was for flower points, but whatever.
The weird thing, though, is you can still give it to Koops.
I guess that counts for cannibalism.
Well, no, it's just a leaf from like the town, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, it's from one of the trees, whatever the mayor grew. I kept that freaking leaf all the way from the very first chapter. You believe that?
Oh my god, there was a secret basement. Like, really, this is pretty unabashedly just, hey, use all of your powers and partner abilities that you got throughout the entire game.
Like I said, whenever I first got into the Chapter 8, everything I've learned has now came to this point.
Indeed. Oh, let's see a flight. Let's see a flight technique. Terrible flight technique. You would do terribly at the arcade.
Oh shit! Don't even get me started on that. I hated that whenever I played it the first time, and I've never played it again. It's like the Yoshi race in Super Mario RPG.
I couldn't even fucking... I'll tell you, possibly because I was... No, not Mario RPG, but with Mother 3, because I was playing it on an emulator. But the same thing for Mario RPGs, like things that require you to do things to a beat or a rhythm, especially in Mario RPG, because I couldn't tell what the rhythm was at all, no matter how many times I tried it. And it took ages. It took me maybe half the game to sort of get with to sort of be able to do combos with the basic attacks in Mother 3, because you have to do it to the beat of the music. But it really irritates me a lot of the time. Once I get with it, it's really cool. But beyond that, it always really irritates me. Did you equip any new badges?
Yes. Several. I equipped defense for both Mario and partner.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Useless badges to you.
Well, again, like, or maybe not. I would say, like, I would probably find, I found power up and defense up really useful, yes, but, oh, you were just supposed to run for it, but it was, again, just because they cost so much, that I'm like, I can just get more attacks for this. Tanking wasn't really my style of play for Paper Mario.
I just have this thing wherever I gotta keep everything somewhat even.
Although, like, my style of play for Paper Mario, I sort of incorporated that into Mario RPG when I played it. Did not do me any favors against the final boss. Had to swap either Bowser or Geno out for Peach and actually have a healer.
I can safely say in Mario RPG, that was the first time I kind of, I guess I could loosely say, turtled the final battle. Because I didn't use the strongest attacks, I kind of saved my flower points, or special points rather, for heals and all that. I guess I could safely say in all the Mario RPGs, I never relied heavily on items as more or less special moves. We are so close to the final boss, it's literally in the next room. No, it's not. It's in the next room after the next room.
Except then you gotta fight Grotus, then you gotta fight Bowser.
Which makes no sense why I gotta fight Bowser, but...
Because Bowser has been fucking trailing behind this entire game.
I like how they have this hallway. It's like, it's the calm before the storm.
Yeah, mate, it feels like the Ganon's castle in Ocarina of Time. It's like ascending up the steps. It is genuinely a palace.
I paused it here to stop, just because I was doing my 1 hour increments. So here's the stat screen. Level 27, 989 coins.